One of my most asked questions is, how did you teach yourself how to design sunglasses? Welcome to episode 16 of Goss from the Boss. God, 16 sounds low compared to 35. Yeah. Gotta remind you guys that day 35 is like the biggest piece of Goss ever, so you've got to stick around till then. Thought I'd run you guys through the first ever pair that I designed and show you one of the biggest mess ups. That will kind of give you an idea of how every design was trial and error. So this was my first ever design of the Millas. So my first attempt at designing sunnies. I actually think they're pretty good, but there was a few main things that I needed to change. The biggest out of all of those was the fact that the nose bridge does not go in the center of the sunglasses. For example, this bit here, I just put smack bang in the center. Didn't think about it until they arrived. I put them on and went, something doesn't seem quite right here, because this is what they looked like on. They also were too oval for what I was wanting, but the main concern was the position of this nose bridge. This was actually the next step, where the nose bridge was moved up and the lenses were made more round, and they just sat way better on the face. That comparison there, that was one of the first ever errors. I think there was also a difference with the nose bridge, and I didn't make it like 3D pop out. How well you can see that, but completely different nose bridges as well. There was other things, like in our very first pair, the Avery, I made the nose bridge really narrow for an acetate pair, so they sat really high on the face. A few errors like that were made along the way, but yeah, I think the biggest one was learning where to put a nose bridge on a metal rim pair of sunnies.